Honda makes a ton of models that will never see the light of day here in the good ole US of A. And this is one of those. It's the 2022 Honda CB200X that was just unveiled in India. Now, some of you may be asking, why am I talking about this if it won't be sold in America? And my answer to that is, because I think it's cool. Different models from around the world have always fascinated me, and some of them end up making their way to the USA later on in their life, and it's cool to track them throughout the process. We won't be doing a deep dive on it like we do with other models. I just wanted to share the model with you guys, though, and touch on a few highlights of the bike. The CB200X is built around the Hornet 2.0 engine and chassis, yet another model we don't get here in the States. The CB200X has a 184cc air-cooled, single-cylinder engine that pumps out a ground-shattering 17 horsepower at 8,500 RPM and 12 feet-pound TQ at 6,000 RPM and is packing a 5-speed transmission. If I'm being honest, 17 horsepower out of a 184cc engine isn't too shabby, and plenty enough to get you moving down the road with its 324 pounds curb weight. It could definitely stand to be a little lighter, but we have to keep in mind that this bike is built to a budget. It was never designed to be the lightest 2022 adventure motorcycle on the market. The CB200X is also one of the few bikes that you can connect to via Honda's RoadSync Bluetooth app to your smartphone. It has LED turn signals built into the handguards, which is something that needs to make its way across Honda's model lineup. You have a 213 wheel up front and a 173 rear wheel with ABS up front as well. Your thoughts? All in all, I think it's a pretty cool little bike that has some features we need to see transfer over here to the USA. What do you guys think about a smaller adventure motorcycle like this? We now have a Honda CB200X, CB400X and CB500X, but only the CB500X is for sale here. Would you like to see Honda bring some of these smaller motorcycles over here? Also, since we mentioned the CB500X above, and the CB200X is the smaller sibling. 2021 Honda CB200X, specs 2022 Honda CB200X. Honda launched in India the new CB200X, its adventurous 184cc crossover motorcycle, based on the naked Hornet 2.0, to fight in the small displacement adventurers segment. The CB200X is an ideal motorcycle for day-to-day use, as it allows proper use in the city and weekend getaways, facing dirt and gravel roads. The 2022 Honda CB200X comes with new 184cc single-cylinder air-cooled engine, capable of generating up to 17 HP, 12.7 kilowatts of maximum power. The available colors are Pearl Nightstar Black, Matte Selene Silver Metallic and Sports Red. After putting out teasers of the motorcycle last month, Honda Motorcycle and Scooter India has launched its first small-capacity adventure bike, the CB200X, in India at the price of Rs 144,500, ex-showroom, Gurugram. The Honda CB200X is heavily based on the Honda Hornet 2.0 and gets the same 184.4cc single-cylinder engine and produces an identical 17 PS of peak power and 16 Nm of peak torque. Like the Hornet 2.0, the new bike also gets the same 5-speed gearbox, and although Honda have simply mentioned that the CB200X comes with a telescopic fork up front and a mono shock at the rear with pedal discs on both ends, we're pretty sure that they've been lifted out of the Hornet 2.0 seconds parts bin as well. In terms of styling, the CB200X's design appears to have drawn inspiration from the bigger CB500X, while it basically appears to be a Honda Hornet 2.0 in disguise. In terms of features, the CB200X gets all LED lighting, which are very Hornet-ish, but gets a windscreen that sits atop it, indicators on its knuckle guards, a belly pan and its dual-purpose tires. The all-digital instrumentation display is lifted off the Hornet as well. Weighing in at 147 kilograms, the CB200X is around 5 kilograms heavier than the bike it's based on. Seat height is at 810 millimeters, while ground clearance of 167 millimeters is the same as the Hornet 2.0. At Rs 1.44 lakh, the Honda CB200X is around Rs 15,000 costlier than the Hornet 2.0. It would basically appear that the additional panels and other cosmetic bits are what you'll be paying for. Although the closest rival to the CB200X should be the Hero's Pulse 200, in terms of off-road capability both will vary vastly. Here's Honda's new entry-level ADV, the CB200X. It's essentially the Hornet 2.0 wearing a 5kg heavy Halloween costume. The only changes that you'd spot on the CB200X are the block pattern tires, wide handlebar, tall windscreen and new knuckle covers with integrated LED indicators. Priced at Rs 1.44 lakh, ex-showroom, Gurugram, the CB200X is Rs 13,000 more than the Hornet 2.0. Which one will you pick? Mechanically, it features the same 184cc single-cylinder engine which produces 17 bhp at 8,500 rpm and 1.63 kgm at 6,000 rpm paired to a 5-speed gearbox. We'd have wanted at least a suspension upgrade on the CB200X, but it gets the Hornet's golden United States dollars fork and monoshock setup. As mentioned before, the CB200X comes wrapped in 110/70ths R17 at the front and 140/70ths R17 at the rear. Even the 5Y-shaped alloy wheels remain unchanged. Other things like the 12-liter fuel tank capacity, 167mm ground clearance, and 810mm seat height. Tipping the scale at 147 kilograms, which is 5 kg heavier than the Hornet 2.0. On the features front, it is equipped with the same LCD instrument screen with no Bluetooth connectivity. As far as the competition is concerned, the Honda CB200X competes with the Hero X Pulse 200, which is far more superior in terms of equipment and is also a lot cheaper at Rs 1.21 lakh, ex-showroom.